Hello, this is Paul Donohue, and it's January 26th, 2011. Welcome. I'm here with my good friend and colleague Tom Estes, picking up on a conversation we started on the last Paul's Point that you may want to check out. We're talking about loan officer compensation and the changes that are coming in April 1st. Tom, we've got three basic fundamental concepts here that is going to alter the industry and the loan originator in the marketplace. It's the concept of steering, compensation restrictions, and the relationship with the borrower. Let's talk about steering. What is this concept about? What are we talking about here?
So the idea about steering is that in the past, we have been compensated to steer a customer to a specific loan product or to a lender because we got paid more money for that. So if a lender wanted to ramp up their sales in a given area, they just paid more money. That's what we sold. It's the way the business
And you
works.
saw that in your rate sheets,
right?
In your back end,
right?
The yield.
That game's over. It's gone. You cannot steer a consumer based upon what you get compensated.
Okay, got it. There you go. So you're not going to get any more compensation whether you put somebody into a rate of 5% or 6%.
No.
Or put somebody into a 30-year conventional or a 30-year FHA.
That's correct.
The compensation restrictions. How can a loan originator get paid?
Well, a loan originator, there are so many ways a loan originator can get paid, Paul. There's a list of things that they can consider. The basic thing, I think, comes down to two things. One is the loan amount, and the second is going to be the numbers of units. And an employer will take one of those two or maybe a combination of those two things, and I think that will become the basis for most of the compensation packages. And then these other methods that they use, like loan performance, pull-through ratio, all these things become parts of that compensation package, and those will add to or take a little bit away from, depending on how the performance is. Basically, this rule requires three agreements. One agreement is going to be between a creditor and their loan originators. The second will be between a creditor and their broker or company entities, that's TPO business or third-party origination. And the third will be between a broker entity owner and their loan officers. So you'll have three different agreements or three different types of agreements which will be in place because of this rule.
I can imagine there's a lot of companies out there struggling to make sure that they protect their best loan officers, and they're struggling with how to structure compensation for their originators so that they don't lose their best people.
And that's why it's important that everybody keep up with this. It's a process. I would say this. The rule says now you have to sell based on the best interest of the consumer, of the borrower. That changes everything. But I think it's a great change because what it means is you've moved from the role of being a salesman subject only to the market where someone comes in and undercuts your rate and then you can't get that sale, to the point where your relationship's going to mean everything. The question is, what's in the best interest of that consumer and what are they willing to say is in their best interest and document that fact? So everything is changing, and I think it's a great change. So a year from now, those loan officers who know what they're doing, that understand this industry and can originate loans, are going to be making more money than they're making today. Oh, and guess what? Their employers are going to be making more money too. I don't think this is a death knell for the industry. I think just the opposite. I think that those people who view this as an opportunity will actually thrive. But it is going to mean they're going to have to learn what they're doing.
For those of you who are following this issue, stay tuned to Paul's Point. Also, you can go to Tom's blog. You want to make sure you get that into your favorites. Just click down below this video. We've got some really good information that's unfolding. We're going to be bringing it to you. We're going to keep you up to speed on this issue. Stay tuned right here at Paul's Point. We'll see you next time.